Alright, what is up, YouTubes? It's your girl, Creature Suicide, back at you with another video. This is going to finally be the one that Little Gothic Witch recommended. It is going to be me going through what I keep in my bag. I have been meaning to do this video forever, and right now my bag weighs about 10 pounds, I think. My cat weighs 11 pounds, and I'd say this is just about cat weight, so I really need to go through it, but things have just been hectic as always for me lately. As you can tell, my hair and bangs mostly are blue right now instead of green like the rest of my hair. That's a great indicator of how things are going in my life, is my bangs and what's going on with them. I prefer to trim my hair and bangs after I've recently dyed it, and I've been waiting to dye my hair because I want it to be perfect and green and vibrant for, obviously, Christmas. We are, I think, 9 days out at time of recording, so very exciting. Christmas is hectic, but actually I haven't been doing anything Christmassy. I don't have any Christmas decorations up. I have one little picture of me with Santa when I was like 3 up, and that's it. I haven't done anything because I've just been going through a lot recently and I don't feel in the Christmas spirit, and that's okay. You don't have to. It's a bullshit holiday. Don't take it out on yourselves if you don't want to celebrate. To each their own. I didn't do any Black Friday shopping, which is like, that's the main thing that I'm really surprised about for myself, because obviously, you know, there's all these sales, you want to take advantage of them. I didn't buy anything except for, I did buy one thing, and it's a present for my friend, and it was a record. It's a vinyl record, and I'm super excited to give it to him. He's probably not going to watch this, but I'm not going to say what it is, but I really want to, so I might later. So anyway, my bangs are a mess. They're blue. I think I wash my hair like once or twice a week. It depends on how dirty it gets. This camera's really low. That's better, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so a record has fallen. Gosh darn it. I'm not going to fix it. I'm sorry if that annoys you. My hair will hopefully be in the way. Let's talk about my hair before we get back into things. This hair dye, I really, really love the color and everything. I use this brand, Good Dye Young, in the color Cowabunga. It is a semi-permanent hair dye, so for me it lasts about 6 washes. I don't have to wash my hair every day because it doesn't get super greasy or anything, but I do wash my bangs every day because they're on my face, and I don't want my forehead breaking out or anything. Like, there's nothing there now, but sometimes there is. But, so yeah, that's why my bangs are blue as opposed to green like the rest of my hair. I'm just waiting till we get till a little closer to Christmas to dye my hair and cut my bangs. That's why it's kind of a mess right now, and I hate it. But we're just in that awkward zone, and I think my outgrowth is like 1.25 inches right now, so I don't need to bleach it again right now. I bleach it probably like every 3 months. I really push it. Probably like 2 inches of outgrowth is what I'll put up with, because I'm lazy and I have a lot of issues, which you're going to find all about in this video. I did already try and record this, and my camera died on me and just wanted to say there wasn't enough storage. I couldn't back anything up that I had recorded. So hopefully this makes it. I don't think I'm going to try a 3rd time because I'm just sick of it and I just want to get it over with. But anyway, so yes, this brand, highly recommend. 6 washes is what it lasts usually, and then it fades out for some reason into this blue color. I don't know why it doesn't go to a light green, which is like would be preferable for me, because I hate blue. This is like a toothpaste Bulma color. I just do Bulma cosplay while it's this color. Anyway, and, oh, but the black, I don't use, well, I have been using the, I keep forgetting the brand, I just want to say Cowabunga, Good Dye Young. I have been using the Good Dye Young black, but I don't like it. It's, you can see here, because this was a lighter part, it was bleached before I dyed it black. It is a blue-based black dye. As I said, I fucking hate blue. So I am switching over to Arctic Fox Transylvania black. You can see it, check it out. It smells like candy. Yeah, you can smell it, even though it's not open yet. You can smell it already. It's delicious. This one smells like bergamot, I think. And I hate the smell of this one, even though it is vegan, cruelty-free. It says essential oil fragrance. It's bergamot. It's gross. I don't like it. Not my favorite. But this smells delicious. But I don't like their actual colors. I used, I don't know, whatever. Did it come off on me? I used their green color the first time I tried to go green. It was awful. It was absolutely terrible. It didn't stick. It really dried my hair out. I didn't like it. So I'm going to try the black. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. What are you doing, beautiful? Need attention? I'm trying to do something. Anyway, that's why my bangs are in this weird, awkward stage right now. And yeah, whatever. Oh, and let me just say the price, because this is really pricey, and this only does the one side of my head. It is 5 fluid ounces of product, but it costs, I think it's like $18, $19. It's always sold out. Actually, I don't even see it on the website as like sold out. It's not even offered on the website, I don't think, this Cowabunga color. But, so it is really pricey. I think it's worth it. But maybe you don't. Manic Panic works fine. I wanted to try something new. And maybe I should have stuck with Manic Panic. I don't know. That's not the point of this video. It is, like I said, emptying this freaking stuffed bag right now. I've been meaning to do this video forever, but now that my bag is like completely full of crap, it is definitely time to take care of it. And this video is going to be, I'm going to talk about a lot of the issues that I go through personally, because I do carry a lot of stuff around with me that I need. I'm one of those persons, I need to be prepared. I need to carry everything in my purse. I was at one point carrying an umbrella around in my purse, even though it hardly rains here. It's more misty than anything. But, yeah, I'm one of those people that always has to have everything, and that's not good on my shoulders. I prefer a backpack, obviously, because it balances out the weight, but I have been thinking about switching back to this bag, which is the Elvira Mistress of the Dark by Luxe de Ville, I believe is the brand. This didn't come with it. I got this from like a little gem and fossil show. I love going to those. Those are always so fun. But I've been thinking about going back to this because I like to use the cross body strap. And I've been thinking about going back to this so I take weight off of my right shoulder. My right shoulder has tendinitis, bursa. I don't know. I have no idea what that means, if that's even what it's called. I have a bursa issue in there, and it's just like, it's super crunchy. If you feel it when I kind of roll my shoulder, you can feel all the tendons in there just not in the right place. And they're not in the right place because of a lot of these issues that I'm going to be talking about. But let me just kind of get into this. This bag, this didn't come with the bag either, this little keychain. I got this from Dollar Tree. It was like with a cancer awareness thing, and I just took the poof ball. I had a different poof ball on it that was smaller and not as soft and nice feeling. So if you want to go to Dollar Tree, go find one of these. That's where I got it. I have had this bag for a year now. I got it from Target for like $30, $35, I think. It's the Wild Fable brand that they came out with recently, a year ago. I don't know when it was. I think it was like a year and a half ago now. But time just flies by. Anyway, but it is kind of like coming apart now, you know, like fake leather. The little stuff starts to come off like that. So I did buy something similar from Killstar, and this is the Darcy mini backpack. It doesn't say the price on this tag, but it's the Darcy mini backpack. It has this little cool pentacle detail. I think it has, yeah, it has its own poof ball. Oh, much bigger poof ball. What do you think of that, Valor? Much bigger poof ball that it came with itself. And I believe this was around the same price, like $30. But it is obviously smaller, which is good, so I can take it easy on my old shoulders. Because I also, in addition to my like tendon issue on this side, I have something called winged scapula, where my scapula, or shoulder blades, if you want to call them that, don't fall on my back properly because I'm so skinny. It's just a thing that happens. But I do, hey beautiful boy, hey you. I do like this bag being so big because it fits these size bottles in it. And these bottles are my favorite because they have these ridges that are easy to grab onto for me. And the top is really easy to open and close. But Gatorade unfortunately has changed the design of these bottles recently, so that really sucks. I'm just trying to like go buy up the last of the stock at all the stores of these type of bottles. I know it's bad for the environment, but when you have chronic illnesses like I do, some things you just have to take care of yourself and not others. Sorry. Not really sorry. I really am sorry. But anyway, so I don't think I'm going to be able to fit these type of bottles in that new bag, but whatever. Anyway, and you'll find out why I don't need it, but I prefer an easier gripped bottle. Because this video I will be talking about my chronic illnesses. Unfortunately, that's going to be a big part of this because in this bag I have to have a lot of stuff for them just in case. So I guess we'll just get into it, stop putting it off. So in this first little pocket here, we are going to have a bunch of stuff, it feels like. The only thing I usually grab out of this front pocket though is this, my little manicure set. I actually don't use this for my manicures, but because I file my nails instead of using clippers. There are clippers in here though, little angled ones that I use for my toes. There is a little antacid thing that I stole from the medicine cabinet at work because I have stomach acid issue problems. I have tweezers. That's usually, so the clippers and tweezers are all that I usually use out of here. I have a couple septum rings that I keep in here so they don't get lost. And I also have this, what is this? It's not a wheat penny, it's a Liberty dime. Let me see if I can show you. It'll focus. Whatever. Cool. Liberty dime. Whatevs. Who cares? Alright, next thing. In this little pocket up front. Bunch of cash. Loose cash. Rolling papers. Love to roll me a good joint. I have this chapstick by Soft Lips. It is marshmallow ghost flavor or scent or whatever you want to call it. I have an empty Ginger Delights little hard candy, not hard candy, like candy pastilles, whatever they're called, I don't know. empty. That needs to be thrown away. I have a Burt's Bees tinted lip balm. I don't usually use this. It's not very tinted. So that's nice, I think. I don't know if you're into that. More loose cash, hair tie. I'm sure there's a million hair ties. Charger, just in case. More hair ties. Keep those away from the cat because she'll steal them. Here is a full one of these. Ooh, I think they changed the packaging. Yeah, they put more design on it. Ooh, they still. Oh wait, no, it is blood orange. They fancy now. I got these at not TJ Maxx, but the other one. Home Goods is where I got these. Ginger candies are always good because stomach issues. My keychain that has the poof ball. I don't usually use these keys. That's why I have this poof ball on there as the decoration. These are just my house keys. I have this bottle opener from El Bolrito, like a skate event that I went to in 2014. And also on this keychain is this cool Trust No One X-Files from 1996 keychain. It used to light up, but the battery corroded inside, so it's dead now. It's dead, but I still like it. Also, in here I have more cash. I don't know why I have all this cash. I think it was because the dispensary that I go to, they stopped letting you use your card. They're cash only now. But they have, they have an ATM on site, and my bank account, my bank gives you the money back even though you get charged for it at the ATM, so I don't really care that they changed. Whatever, that's their own prerogative. Ooh, thank you for the kiss. I don't need it. Ballard, I didn't think he would like this lipstick, or lip gloss. Chapstick. That's what it's called. He usually only goes after my mint ones, but he really likes them for some reason, huh? You just like anything that you think is edible. Okay, come on, get down. I don't need it in my face right now. Also, in that front pocket, I have my little wine opener from work. I also highly recommend carrying these around because you can. TSA doesn't care about you carrying these on planes. I don't know. I used to travel a lot, so that is a thing. And you can use this as a weapon if you ever want. And TSA won't take it from you if you need protection. I don't know. Stay safe. I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so that's in the front pocket. A little mirror. And that is it. So, Valor, you gotta stop. Go get your toy. Where's your toy? Go get your turkey leg. Yeah, there it is. No, don't come back here. Get your turkey leg. Okay, so let's get into this big puppy. First off, right off the bat, I have this lovely Nemesis bag that I stole from an emergency room one time. Biodegradable Echo Emmy bag. That's great that it's biodegradable. Didn't know that. Didn't read it because it's just in case I have to throw up real quick. So the reason why that's in my purse and why I would throw up is because I have, where to start? I have something called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and there are 13 different subtypes. I have type 3, hypermobility type. Of the 13 different types, I think that hypermobility type is the least severe of them, although it affects every single person differently. My sister was the one who got the diagnosis first. Well, she started having issues, so my mom was trying to figure out why she was having those issues. Turned out she has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. We all got diagnosed by the same geneticist because right now there isn't a DNA test for type 3. All of the other types, they have the certain genome that they're looking for that is not there or disfigured or whatever. I don't know. Science stuff that you don't care about, I'm sure. But so right now for type 3 hypermobility type, the only way to diagnose this is a clinical, and it is something called the Beighton score. And so I think if you have 6 of the 9 on the Beighton score, then that's how you get the diagnosis. It's a really simple clinical thing. You just if you can do this, if your fingers go past a certain degree, if your elbow doesn't go straight past a certain degree, your knees, if you can put your hands flat on the ground. None of this is important to you, but that's how we were diagnosed. That's how we found out that we had it, and it is a really big issue in my life right now, unfortunately. So I have this because Ehlers-Danlos comes with a plethora of comorbidities. It is ridiculous how much other things go wrong if you do have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Even though I do have the lesser severe type. I say lesser because I don't know if I have the vascular type, and I think the vascular type is, it even just sounds more scary. Hypermobile sounds fine, fine. It just sounds like you're more flexible, which you usually are, but that flexibility often leads to subluxations and dislocations. So it's really not great, but it's better than having the vascular type where your heart is basically weak and can tear easily and all these other issues. So this little thing right here I have in front of me, quick little Google, says Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is a group of disorders that affect connective tissues supporting the skin, bones, blood vessels, and many other organs and tissues. Defects in the connective tissues cause the signs and symptoms of these conditions, which range mildly from loose joints to life-threatening complications. So kind of like what I just said. For my sister, she has dislocations and subluxations frequently. That's why we kind of pushed to find out what was going on with her. For me, since it is a connective tissue disorder, connective tissue is everywhere in every system in your body. Mine affects me in my stomach the most. I have never been over 100 pounds. I have always had trouble putting on weight. When I was little, it was people just thought that I ate light, and I'm only 5'3", so it's not like it's a super low weight for how tall I am at all. But I wish I could gain weight. I don't want to be a little skeleton. No one wants to cuddle with a bony skeleton. So for me, it causes a lot of intestinal problems. And the main thing for me is, well, I don't know if it's the main thing. So it affects everyone differently, but it comes with the comorbidities. Dysautonomia is also an umbrella kind of diagnosis of things, and I have a lot of dysautonomia issues. Dysautonomia issues, for me, the easiest way that it makes sense is fight or flight kind of feeling, and my body is always in fight mode. I'm always on attack, basically, I feel like. Dysautonomia refers to a disorder of the autonomic nervous system function. Dysautonomia refers to a disorder of the autonomic nervous system function that generally involves failure of the sympathetic or parasympathetic components of the ANS, but dysautonomia involving excessive or overactive ANS actions can also occur. So that's just a bunch of jargon. I'm going to leave all the links to this kind of stuff below if you actually care to find out more. If you're dealing with any of these things, my whole life I've been told that the pain that I've been in is just growing pains, and it's been completely dismissed by every doctor I've had. The last doctor that I saw, I was down to 80 pounds because of something called gastroparesis, and he was completely dismissing it, saying that I was making myself sick, I was bulimic, I was anorexic, it was my fault, I needed to check myself into a disorder clinic, eating disorder clinic, but it turns out I actually have something called gastroparesis, which is a dysautonomic issue and is very common in people with ehlers-danlos syndrome. So it all kind of ties in together. It's a journey you have to go on to find out all this information, because doctors oftentimes are not willing to put in the work, and you just have to fight for yourself. Gastroparesis is actually really common in people with diabetes. I'm not quite sure why, but it is. I have a friend who has the same issue, so it's really nice to have someone who can kind of relate to those things when doctors aren't listening to you or giving you proper treatment. Like, I wasn't asking for anything from my doctor except for nutrients when I was 80 pounds, and he wasn't giving them to me. And gastroparesis is why I was down to 80 pounds. So gastroparesis is a disease in which the stomach cannot empty itself of food in a normal fashion. Symptoms include heartburn, nausea, vomiting, and feeling very full quickly. I had all of those symptoms. So gastro, stomach, paresis, paralysis, basically. Your stomach is not working, it's not pumping, it's not moving the food down properly. I would be eating food, and since my stomach and intestines weren't working properly, they weren't absorbing the nutrients, even if I could keep the food down. But oftentimes, I would wake up every single morning around 1 or 2 in the morning and throw up everything that I've eaten the day before, and it was completely undigested. Sorry if this is really disgusting, but this is my disgusting life and my disgusting channel, so you can see your way out if you don't want to hear about it. So yeah, that's why I was down to 80 pounds, because I had gastroparesis. My stomach just quit on me, and it's just common in EDS, unfortunately. And that is serious. When I said it wasn't serious earlier, I'm just trying to downplay it, because I don't think it is that serious. It's really hard for me to accept that this is who I am now. I'm a control freak. I'm a Virgo. I like to know what's happening, and if I don't know what's going on with my body, I don't know how I'm going to wake up and feel tomorrow. So it's really, really difficult to deal with all of these chronic illnesses. It's hard for me to accept that it is chronic. You can't cure it, you have to manage it. And doctors don't want to manage it because they don't know how to, or they just don't care. I'm so fortunate now. It took me 2 years to get in to see this doctor, but I'm so fortunate that I found her. And she's just incredible. She also has ehlers-danlos syndrome, so she understands completely everything that goes along with it. And I am so grateful for her. So, back to my bag. That is why I have this barf bag in it, because 2 weeks ago, I started to have gastroparesis issues again. Like I said, you can't cure it. You have to manage it. You can get a pacemaker for your stomach sometimes, but oftentimes, since that involves surgery is a lot more risky for people with EDS, ehlers-danlos syndrome, and so a lot of times they don't do the gastric pacemaker. They do a feeding tube through your nose, or they will do, if you're going to be on it a while, if your stomach just is never going to work again, they'll do a J tube or a G tube. It depends on where it is in your intestine, I think. And that's how you get your nutrients. You don't eat, you just get the formula put in, so it bypasses your stomach and gets into your intestines instead, because your stomach's not going to do anything with it. But I started to have gastroparesis issues again, so I have this barf bag. I went in and I got some fluids at the doctor's, and that really helped kind of level me out. I'm still having issues. My stomach is still not working as best as it should be, but what are you gonna do? I'm trying to manage it the best I can. I have these little bags all over. This one was from my car that I just threw in my bag because I I just wasn't doing well and I needed it. So, anyway, before we move on, I just want to say also, another dysautonomia issue that I have to deal with quite frequently, and why I have, wherever I put that water bottle, why I always have to have a drink on me, is because I have something called POTS, which is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. There's a meme kind of about this going around a while ago, about, it's like, let's see what this says. It says, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome is a condition that affects circulation. POTS is a form of orthostatic intolerance, the development of symptoms that come on when standing up from a reclining symptom that may be relieved by sitting or lying back down. So, it's not an iron deficiency. That's something else that I do have. I have anemia because I have lupus as well. So, I have all these things. But the lupus and that doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me as much as the ehlers danlos does, and POTS. So, but POTS is just another really, really common thing with ehlers danlos syndrome and dysautonomia. And so if you do have that feeling when you stand up, go see a doctor, find out what's going on. Don't think it's just a funny meme. Get help for yourself. Advocate for yourself as best as you can, because you could have this other stuff that does affect you down the line. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is often diagnosed, I can't remember the complete statistics, but it's like 20 years after it's already affecting you and already screwing up your life, and you're already dealing with the repercussions. If you can diagnose it fast, then you have a lot better chance of having a better quality of life, and that's really important. So please, if you have any type of symptoms, go to your doctor, ask them these questions about it, and just don't settle, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because it's really difficult. If I hadn't been dismissed by doctors all those years ago saying it was growing pains, then I could have planned things better and taken it easier on myself and not gone on all these crazy, like, adventures. I would have planned them better, I guess, because, like, you'll see. Let's get back to the bag. Anyway, but just advocate for yourself. That's all I'm saying. So, this is another part of EDS. This is a giant pill bottle of 5 milligram Percocet, 325 milligram acetaminophen. I am on Percocet right now. I have been for a couple months now, and it is the only thing that has been helped to minimize my hip pain. I have pain in my hip because I have 2 tears in my labrum right now. I'll try and post like a picture or something. I'll put links to everything. But I have 2 tears in my labrum in my hip right now, and last year, 2018, in July, I had surgery on 1 tear in my hip. So obviously that surgery did not help. It did not take. Having Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, it is a connective tissue disorder. It, according to my doctor, how she explains it is, it's like trying to sew wet tissue paper together. And so that's why my hip is so messed up. I am planning on having surgery within this next year, but I don't have any hope for it, unfortunately. I'm very hopeless about the surgery because it didn't help last year. I don't think it's going to help again. My doctor said that a woman who was around my same age range, around my same kind of issues, she has Ehlers-Danlos and everything, she has had that surgery done 8 times, and it never worked. So I don't really want to put my body through that much stress 8 times and like have these guys miss out on things because I can't take them on walks or anything. But the woman ended up having a complete hip replacement surgery in the end. Ballard, come on, man. I don't need you up in my face. I know you're trying to lick my chapstick off my lips, but I don't want that. I don't. Get your toy. So, right now I am on Percocet. I am Little Opioid Crisis is my name now, and it really sucks. I didn't want to be on pills. Never in a million years would I have thought that this is my life. But it is, and I just have to take it day by day and deal with it. It's difficult. I don't know. It's just difficult for me. Any chronic illness is going to be difficult. But, so that's, yeah, got a big old bottle of Percocet. I have a million receipts. Let's see where these are from. Probably all Walmart, because that's the closest store. Walmart, PetSmart, more Percocets, my wallet. I don't know if, do people go through their wallets on these Percy things? I have a bunch of coupons for H&M. One of my stepsisters works there, so she always gives me all these coupons. I have this ehlers danlos card just in case of an emergency because of POTS. Like I was saying earlier, it's like when you stand up and you see stars and you feel like you're gonna pass out. I pass out. Like, it's not just seeing stars. I faint. I go down, and it's very dangerous, and I can hit my head on things. So, my mom printed out a card for me that says to all my medical stuff, to just be extra careful if I am passed out and someone happens to find me. Anyway, I don't think people go through their purses, so we're not going to do that. I mean, their purses, their wallets, so they're not going to do that. It's just like this faux snakeskinny claspy wallet. I really love it. Keeps a lot of crap in it. I have my cheap headphones that came with my phone. Dog poop bags. These are usually what I keep. Oh my god, this hair. I usually don't keep one of these big old bags in my purse. I usually just keep a roll of dog poop bags. If I'm going to throw up, I'll use one of these. And also, I can use them to pick up dog poop if I need to. I have hair clip. These are the clips that I use for actually dyeing my hair and sectioning it off. But the spring is super strong, so I've been using them as actual hair clips instead. I have, the label is like completely removed. Zombie Squad Pocket Antibacterial. Another big old thing of Percocet. This, oh my god, there's so much dog hair at the bottom. This is a, it looks like a balloon, but it's actually, you put it on your dog's paws to protect them from the weather, from like cold temperatures or hot temperatures on the asphalt. Oh, you can kind of see the brand. It says paws. That Humphrey had broken a nail, and I didn't want it to get infected, so I kept that around just in case. More Walmart probably receipts. Pen. Always gotta have a pen around just in case. This chapstick is the one that I actually love and use, and Balor's favorite one, because he likes the minty ones, huh? It's called Eco Lips Hemp, but I can't find it anywhere. I got it at Walmart, of course, and they don't have it anymore, so I'm really mad because there's none of it left, but I keep it around just in case I'm trying to find it somewhere else, because that's the best one, because that's where I was going earlier. POTS, to help manage your POTS, you try and up your sodium, up your electrolytes, and if you don't, then my first symptom of being dehydrated is my lips get really chapped. So that's why I have so many chapsticks around, just in case, because I don't want to have chapped lips. Alright, so Target receipt, a room key from Westin Hotels from when my boo was here. My boo. I don't from this, yeah, anyway, he got us a hotel room for when he was in town for a couple hours. I have little Victoria's Secret things that they had to give me before I left their store, because I just bought a bunch of new underwear. More Walmart receipts. I have a shopping list. Let's see what's on it. Yogurt, granola, crackers, question mark, cereal, and bread. Which, all of that is terrible for me right now. All that starch. Oh, I'm gluten-free. I don't know if I said that. Because that was one of the first thing that, when I was younger, you know, and having stomach issues. I've been having stomach issues my whole life. I've been vomiting for no reason my whole life. And unfortunately, I have been, you know, people just have been blaming it on bulimia. I've never been bulimic in my life. My brother is a butcher. My other brother is a freaking chef, sous chef. No, he's not a sous chef anymore. He's an executive chef at a wonderful restaurant. And food is my whole life. I've never ever wanted to waste food. I'm not some lunatic. I pay good money for good food. I was diagnosed with celiac sprue, I think 2012 is when we found out about it. So I do have that in addition to the gastroparesis and all the other issues. So, cool. Stomach talk. Great. Fantastic. I have a bunch of these candies. More ginger candies. These are different ones. These are the little chimes. I love these. I think you can actually find these at that same place as well. Home Goods. Or Home Sense if you're in the UK. So I have a bunch of those at the bottom of my bag, just in case. More receipts from Walmart. I have municipal waste and napalm death from when my lovely love of my life was in town. A little portable phone charger. And that's it in the just big bottom part. Whoops. Another roll of dog-proof bags. I have some little tissues, little Halloween black and orange tissues. That's what I was really I was really disappointed this year that I hadn't been able to find any new little tissues, because these are from the dollar spot at what's it called, Target, and they didn't have any this year. At least at my Target they didn't. There are like these two pouches that everything has fallen out of and went into the big pouch. And then the zipper, let's see what's in here. I have this 3-ingredient cream, little hand cream thing. I don't recommend this. This is super oily. I hate it. I don't ever use it. So I need to take that out of the bag. And just some little candies. And a lipstick. It's this weird pinky color that I don't use. I don't know why that's in there. But that is it. That's all we got in here. So, yeah, that is my go through my bag, clean out my bag, whatever you want to call it video. Balor's here to support me. Everything is done. If you have any questions about anything medical or anything like that, please feel free to comment. I am more than willing to answer. If you need any help, I'll try to point you in the right direction if you have weird issues going on that you can't explain. Like for my sister, I think I said, she subluxes and dislocates a lot of her major joints and issues like that. I don't know. For me, my fingers will dislocate, my toes a lot as well. But like I said, my issues are pretty much gastro and just like the fainting stuff. So that is it. I don't have any video plans right now because I'm not feeling well and I don't want to do anything except for hang out with my boys. And so I will see you soon, hopefully, but if not, I'm sorry. Okay, bye.